Okay, good morning, guys. Wildlife is disappearing across the country. Does anyone know how many acres disappear across the globe every year, like approximately? Anyone have a guess? Well, it actually exceeds 2 million acres. The exact number is 2,102,400. That is a lot of acres. And in Maryland alone, 300,000 of those acres of resource land will disappear next year. That's 6 times the size of Baltimore City. So with every human development, natural habitats of animals are disappearing. So, as a result, I believe that zoos are often a field trip and activity for us, but they offer much more than entertainment. Zoos are a benefit to an array of humans and animals, and should be preserved throughout the nation for numerous reasons. Zoos are a classic and traditional scene across the nation and should be maintained for generations to come. Therefore, today I'm going to talk about how zoos are a benefit to animals and humans by talking about the replicated habitats, the educational value and animal awareness that zoos provide, and how economically friendly zoos are. My first topic is the replicated habitats. The habitats of zoos for animals are almost exact replicas of the habitats in the wild. They provide an enriching environment so the animals will feel comfortable and almost act as if they were in the wild. Lisa Udden, a researcher from the University of Rochester, stated that she supports the enclosures at zoos because they stimulate their natural territories and further encouraging their natural behaviors. Also, the National Zoological Park states that to achieve the maximum educational impact, zoos are enriching animal habitats so that their occupants display a wide range of activities that are attractive to the visitor. Which brings me to my next point about educational value and animal awareness. There's the example of a wolf's habitat at a zoo, the giraffe habitat at the Phoenix Zoo, and the lion's habitat. The educational value and animal awareness zoos have gone beyond the world of entertainment and focus more and more on wildlife conservation. Andrew Tribe, an author of Human Dimensions of Wildlife, says that zoos have gone through a considerable change of their structure and function over the last 20 years. Tribe also states that the zoos have committed to a joint conservation goal to make positive attitudes towards wildlife across the country. Also, some people learn better with interactions with animals. An article from Clemson University states that zoos across the nation are putting more and more effort into engaging visitors in the learning experiences. I'm sure we all remember when we were younger, we were going to the zoos as a field trip or something. Also at the Philadelphia Zoo, they have a bird sanctuary. We actually go into their natural habitat and actually feed them. I remember giving them nectar and stuff, and they land in their arms. And also at the San Diego Zoo, they have a research initiative to enhance the way animals live across the country. It also promotes awareness of many different animals across the globe, not just the ones that live in our nation, such as giraffes, kangaroos, and different types of birds. And according to the Zoo Accreditation Association, uses species survival plans, which is subgroups of experts to a particular animal, to set policy and ensure the viability of the animals in the zoo. My next point would be how economically friendly zoos are. An author of the International Zoo Yearbook says the cost of zoos, including the animal habitat, the funding of jobs, make sure it's a good marketplace, and the doctors and researchers they have will make sure the animals are healthy. And also zoos generate business, creating job openings, places for research and advancement, and an affordable attraction for children and adults. Some critics might argue that zoos have a negative impact on the survival aspect of animals once they get released from the zoo, but that's incorrect because the previous habitats were all destroyed by human development. For example, in Maryland, wetlands are becoming more and more prevalent, and forests and arid land and grassland are decreasing. And forests, arid land, and grassland are often habitats to these animals, so they have nothing to go back to. Also, for example, the polar bears, their glaciers are getting melted each and every day by global warming, and providing habitat for them will prevent extinction. So as you can see, the replicated habitats of the animals, the educational value and animal awareness zoos provide, and the economic value of zoos is beneficial to humans and animals. In conclusion, zoos are a benefit to humans and animals and should be preserved for generations to come. Zoos will continue to benefit generations and to come if we retain them now. If we cannot stop the development of the habitats, it is crucial that we do what we can to preserve the wildlife that still exists.